Alright, hello everyone, this is going to be the Cold Steps Mine campaign playthrough. Gonna go ahead and show you the upgrades that I've chosen first of all. Taking away a little bit from the Legionnaire side. I normally really like Spear Throw, but it just costs so much and it takes so much, and I wanted to try a little bit more of a balanced build this time around. Also, Blazing Earth, very effective as it doubles the duration of Scorched Earth, and that really allows you to take down a lot of those fast-moving wargs and wolves in this level, which really plague a lot of the game. Now you do get a new tower, the Musketeer Garrison. They're very high. They have a lot of range and very high damage, but that's really it. So I don't really care for them all too much. I like the typical Ranger towers a little bit more, especially when you start getting those other towers later on that those other the other dwarven artillery towers later on that deal a lot of damage very easily. So let's go ahead and get this show going. It is going to be 10 bandits. I will go ahead and put in a mage tower as well, and I will go ahead and put in another mage tower here. So let's see if this strategy works. I will probably put an artillery tower probably here and another mage tower there eventually, but let's get this show on the road. Now, one of the true differences on this particular map is that there are these mines where units are able to slip in and then pop out in a completely different location. Also, the bandits do deal a fair amount of damage early on, so that does cause a little bit of problem to any times that you really want to try to intercept any units. So that is the reason why I have mage towers here and then another mage tower down over here, because as soon as they go in there, they may end up down over here, and you really want your highest DPS tower towards the bottom where you know that they will be coming out more regularly. More brigands, more bandits, just a lot of units just trying to sneak by, sneak out, and shouldn't be too much of a problem. What you're really going to want to do is just have your conscripts down over here. Make sure that you can intercept them and fight back a little bit. They only have 70 hit points, so that may be a little problematic, as now we are now going into gargoyles. So gargoyle levels I always find very, I guess, therapeutic and very relaxing, just because I know that the gargoyles will pretty much die to my archer towers very quickly. Not too concerned about them, and now in come some wargs and a lot of wolves, so that is always a concern. Wargs and wolves do deal a fair, or do run very quickly, so that is one that I'm gonna have to perhaps watch a little bit more carefully. Also got to remember that my archer towers do not, or sorry, my reinforcements do not attack air, so that's one of the reasons. But there are a couple brigands down over here, so let me go ahead and take care of that real fast. Now in come the wargs. I will go ahead and just let them simply slip by just a little bit. Do I need another archer tower there? I probably didn't need it, but let's go ahead and do that for the sake of it. And now hopefully nothing will be able to run by at all. Did I do it a little early? Yeah, I did. Alright, so no real worry there at all. Just a little bit of my overreaction. These guys have no armor, but they do regenerate hit points. So that is the reason why they are able to get taken down rather easily. I'm gonna go ahead and, I guess, build a boom tower. Boom tower there. Boom tower there works out well. And then also, when units are going to be flooding in, you will see the light in the cave come on, so you should be able to know when to call in your conscripts a little bit better. Going to go ahead and set up another one there. I'm not really calling in the waves that early. I don't feel 100% confident just quite yet, as the game does continue. Let's see what's going to happen here. I guess I can put another tower there. Oh, I can put an archer tower here as well. So creating a nice kill zone up here. I'll most likely upgrade all of these to ranger towers in just a little bit, trying to maximize the damage first. making sure I create good, strong kill zones in as many locations as I can. Gonna go ahead and summon another reinforcement wave there. That's a rather large group of wolves, so let's do this, and then yeah, I'll do that there. So anything that runs in from the top, a lot of them will just simply try to run over that and get taken down, and very quickly. I can even even intercept some additional guys as well, and that should definitely help me out. There, those wolves can dodge very fast, high magic resistance. Good thing I don't have that many mage towers this time around. And the bats. Gargoyles. The gargoyle levels always for me seem to be a very nice... Oh, good gosh. Come on. There we go. The gargoyles always seem to be a nice breather level, just because I rely on archer towers so much that when I do see gargoyles, I'm like, okay, I can relax a little bit. I can call in the next wave early if I want to. There are going to be marauders in that next wave, but really just call in the wave early and deal a lot of damage. The marauders do have a fair amount of armor, medium armor, so good thing I do have one mage tower in this position here to try to slow things up a little bit. But those guys are going to be able to really deal a lot of damage and clear out my conscripts rather quickly. And there's also going to be archers behind it. So really, how do I want to do this? I can go ahead and I'll go ahead and slow off this front wave once more, and then do this. So what's going to happen is that those archers are now going to start walking over the flames. All of them are just going to start dying rather quickly. And that was part of the plan, to slow down the guys on the front, make sure that there were no conscripts in the back. And I will go ahead and do that, summon this, and do this once more. So now here comes in even more guys, and then now I really want my Wrath of the Forest to get going so that I can start intercepting and dealing a bit more damage with that root ability. Now I do have this Dwarven Tower down over here, so I do want to try to intercept as much as I can, and a lot of guys are going off to the north, so this may be a bit of an issue. Hopefully not, as the Dwarven Tower is in position there. Let's see, more guys are coming in. Alright, so let's do this. Alright, no real issue this time around. Okay, apparently the big guys do not... Oh, very nice. I got a good root in there. If I can get in another good root off over here, let's go entangle, disentangling a lot of those guys. Alright. Intercept here. Let this tower do its work. A lot of wolves. Alright, so it's going to be a wolf run next time around. Let's go ahead and do that same strategy that I did earlier, where the guys are just walking through. Now, unfortunately for me, let's see, down over here. Now, it's always a very hard call to figure out if you want to use that Rain of Fire. Personally, the way I think about it is, the more you use it, the more you can use it. It's always on cooldown, so being able to use it in a tight scenario or waiting for a scenario where you're like, okay, this is a really, really bad scenario. Now I'm going to use it. I'm never 100% sure if that's the best way to use it, um, just because if you use it early and often enough, you may be able to avoid a bad scenario. So there's the thought there. Let's go ahead and upgrade this guy all the way up to the maximum tower. Gargoyles do not get slowed down by Wrath of the Forest, but then again, I don't think I really need Wrath of the Forest all too much since I got so many Ranger Towers already upgraded. And this is just going to be almost a free money level where I just get lots and lots and lots of money on this particular stage. Let's go ahead and bring in the next wave early. And this should be the final wave. Now, not sure if anything will get past. There are a lot of wolves in this group, but then again, there is also a lot of teleporting and rooting going on over here. So you can see all of those guys are currently rooted, unable to really run anywhere, and getting teleported back and forth. Could easily up. Yeah, let's go back. Yep, and I think this will be Cold Stepmines campaign version complete. Flawless victory, 20 lives over 20 lives. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.